Paul, thanks very much for making the stable's information available to the public out there. In the second race, you start off with two horses. Firstly, Luke Ferraris is aboard John Hancock, and Gavin Larena climbs aboard Western Oasis.
Let's start with Western Oasis. He's got limitations, but he's very well at the moment. He has a top rider on him. And the last time Lyle Hewitson got off him, he says, please try get this horse over 1450 Turffontein inside track. Close his mouth, because he tends to open his mouth and over race. So we got a good draw. So he's got to be included in all bets. Yes. John Hancock shows us decent work. He's got a lot more ability than Western Oasis, but in saying that he's a year younger, he is looking for further, but I think his class can pull him through. There's some form with Gladstone and John Hancock. There's not much between them on form, but John Hancock has improved.
So we could theoretically double float those two horses in the trifecta in the quartet.
I think you could do a lot worse things than float them, so I'd say definitely float the two of mine.
You've got double winner with Lyle Hewitson aboard and Mount Everest. Obviously, the former looks like it's got the form that's indicating that it's just about ready to win.
Yeah, he's certainly upped his game of late, and he is in a good space, and in the right field he would definitely have a winning chance. This looks very competitive to me. There's quite a number of 2-year-olds that have scope and improvement and the form. 1 or 2 first-timers, so yeah, he has to be included, but if you study form and find a reason that the younger horses are stronger, then that's great.
And Mount Everest, just looking for improvement, I would think?
Yeah, he certainly will improve. He probably just wants gelding, this horse, but he's since relocating to Joburg, he's improved a lot, and he should show good improvement in his run.
It's a case of quality as opposed to quantity, hopefully, on Saturday, with Pomander starting off in the first leg of the pick six.
Yeah, her first run was obviously over a distance too short for her. She seems to have made improvement at home. I think she's got an each-way chance. She's got a good draw, which is extremely important on that track.
In the fourth, what can you tell us about Over the Limit?
Coming off a long rest, she should need the run and hopefully gives a good account of herself.
You've got a break, and then you move on to the fourth race with Seeking Heart and stable jock Warren Kennedy.
Yeah, Seeking Heart, I think she's looking for a lot further, but she doesn't show much on the grass. On the stand, it's not too bad. So I'm putting a pair of blinkers on, and let's hope she can get a bit of improvement out of her. But I can't give you any confidence with Seeking Heart.
There are not too many better-looking horses than Warrior's Rest, and he's not short of ability either in the fifth.
Comes off a break. He had a foot abscess and needed some time off. He's doing well. He enjoys the inside course, and he should be competitive.
A very talented folk dance, and of course Shuka Misa, who I think comes from Mr. Ferraris' yard.
Yes, Shuka Misa runs for Sherman Brown, so we elected to keep him on, and he ran a good race last time. Let's hope he could be in the placings. Folk dance, I think she's a lot better than her last run. I don't think she enjoyed the straight mile at the Vaal, so we're bringing her back to the inside track where she's had most of her wins. I think Folk Dance definitely has to go in as well.
Lovely. Then on to the sixth race where you've got New Woman.
Yeah, she won a good race last time out, which was her first run after a holiday. So she's definitely matured and made the improvements. She doesn't have the best of draws. We'll just be looking for her to run on.
And does Monique know about the New Woman?
Please keep it quiet.
Most guess, I think most of our wins have been on the inside track. We step in up to a 1450. We're going to ride her conservatively. I can't give you a lot of confidence, but maybe back end of quartets.
Happy that she's fit and well?
Yeah, no, very fit, well, working well. But just I'm worried about the 1450. But you have to go with a draw, and she's got a decent draw.
As we move on to the seventh, where you've got number one, Big Voice Jack, Luke Ferraris aboard, and once again, Gavin Larena climbs aboard March to Glory.
Yes, Big Voice Jack is a big, strong horse, and he tends to overdo it in the early parts. So we ran him last time with blinkers over 1200. He was all over the winner, and he just got nabbed late. So, but now we're going a little bit further, so we've taken the blinkers off. If he can settle, he should be right there. March to Glory ran a very, very good run for us first time out. We've got Gavin on him, and I think it's the right distance for him. So I think he'll also be competitive. Promise has just been plagued with bad draws, so we can hardly find a race for her. And so we're running her on Saturday. She's fit and well, and she's better than her rating. So I think she also has to be included.
Yeah, she seems to have turned the corner at home. She's doing really well. She's got a reasonable draw, and I'm expecting a very good performance.
Then you're on to a little bit of a speed machine, Mythical Bolt.
Mythical Bolt is probably going to need gelding. I'm going to give him this last run and make up my mind. 1,000 is a touch on the sharp side, but he's a nice horse and he should be competitive.
Lovely. Then you double-fisted in the 8th of the afternoon with American Hustle. Samonga Kamala gets his ride for you, and Warren Kennedy aboard Winter Storm.
Yeah, these are both top horses. They're high in the merit. They're young horses, and there's not much on offer for them. I hate to run two good horses together, but they're both exceptionally well. Winter Storm is a bit slightly better drawn. I give slight preference to him because he has beaten American Hustle once before. But in saying that, American Hustle did run into trouble that day. So I think that both must be included, but with a slight preference to Winter Storm.
And then to put the lid on the day, in race 9, you've got horse number 8, Corrido.
Yes, he's a massive individual, and you'd never think that he would take to the inside track. But all three of his wins have come on the inside track. So you've got to just drop him out, put him to sleep at the back of the field, and hope that he runs on. Can't give you a lot of confidence, but he must be included in the exotics.